Right now, we are just decompressing and navigating the emotional waters of just being taken advantage of for years.
Okay, guys, we are back for another highlight. This is another part to the sequence of events dealing with tonight's conversation. Keita Rose exposing Ace Metaphor and Kitty and all kinds of things. Now, this is a clip where Keita Rose is talking to Randi Rosario. They both were a part of tonight's conversation. I want you guys to pay attention. Keita actually gets emotional in this clip. Like, I'm like, dang, this is deep. I'm a little bit surprised about the allegation. They're going to go in to explain that they are just telling their story and that this is not about dragging Ace, but just about putting their truth out. And it's going to be a docu-series and all kinds of things that they're working on. Also, Randi is trying to get Keita on her panel because she has a panel called Let's Rant About It. And I never knew the behind the scenes. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I just thought Randi was ready to slide out on her own. Now, it's going to be an interesting part that I dropped towards the end. One of Randi Rosario's panelists that sits with her, Anton, I think his name is, he does a clip where he says that he doesn't want to get involved pretty much, but he's getting involved. I'll be back to talk about that in a minute. But let's get into this highlight. And let me know your thoughts. Remember, if you're watching from FB, you're probably only getting a short snippet. You're going to have to head on over to my YouTube to catch the full dialogue.
We can laugh and we can joke and all that stuff just because that's literally how we get through pain and how we cope. But we have built a friendship that was destroyed and taken apart numerous times under the guise of just not wanting people to have peace, just not wanting people to have someone else other than that person. And it's very unfortunate. It's very heartbreaking. It was a lot of things done to me intentionally, trying to break my spirit, break my household, and all of that. And the truth of the matter is, it didn't work. God is amazing. For the past 6-7 months, I've been focused. I've been good. My show, Let's Rant About It, is great. We are touring. We're doing great. I'm gonna try to convince Keita to come on Let's Rant About It. I told her I'll give her my left kidney. I told her that. She told me my kidney ain't. But yeah, no, in real life, like we can joke and laugh and all that stuff, but what we got to talk about in our story is some real shit. And we ready to release that. It will. We literally, it's so much to say, and we're gonna talk to y'all, but like, it's a lot to say. It's a lot that happened. It was a lot of manipulation and taking advantage of people, and neither of us deserve that or deserve to feel like that. Like, they really saw that we gave a about each other and was like, let me do anything possible to try to come between that.
But it's not
They
even
really
that too.
saw.
Like, it's that. Like, it's
Oh no,
that.
I'm about to get there.
But
they really saw, and they know that people are going through certain things, depending on certain things.
It's profit for pain. It's pain. It's money. It's money. Where there is pain, they know people say, I don't want to be in pain. When you're in pain, you don't want to be in pain anymore. So just like these medical companies, they say, here, take these pills, because people are desperate to get out of pain. That's just what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. So it's
I'll be
like when you see that and you start to be like, hey, listen, this might be good. Hey, don't do that. Like then it becomes, hey, don't nobody want y'all to heal for real. Shut up. This person is just like me, so I'm gonna go this route. Mm-hmm. Y'all care too much. Yep. You give a f about these people too much, and then when you back up, it's like, and you fall back. It's like, oh, it's just like a budget thing. Like it's all love. It's not love. It's pure hate. And I don't know, bitter, just on some, you profit from pain. You love the pain. The pain make you, yeah. And I don't usually cry. I just got on here talking about old girl, but see these is
not people over there looking like, no, but it's in regards to the other stuff. We got some stuff we gonna work on. My show, Let's Rant About It, will be in Philly and DC the weekend of March 22nd and 23rd. Y'all will see more of that and talk more about that. Y'all go follow that page. But we're doing some stuff the right way over there, and we figuring it out. And my environment is nothing like that. Like when I tell you, we literally be having a good time on set, even when we arguing, and then afterwards we really go have a good time. It's not no gossip. It's not no cattiness. It's not no. It's real. It's a real good vibe. So you're only going to be as good as your foundation. You're only going to be as good as your leader. If your leader don't want you to be, you're not going to be. Is your leader period.
tells you you're not shit, tells you you're not valuable, and that
You're
the new
pathetic.
people coming in
You're
are more
pathetic.
valuable than you. They have more followers than you. They're willing to play this certain game that you're not willing to play. You're not aesthetically pleasing. You need to look like this. You know what I mean? Like, Peter doesn't break down the people.
We have a lot of evidence. We have a lot of witnesses. We have plenty of people that actually want to have these conversations. And a few of you had guessed that it's a couple of people. It's not just one person. So we will have that. And
I just want to say one more thing about the docuseries. This ain't no. I know it comes off because I'm like, sometimes I'm angry, sometimes I'm laughing. So, you don't really quite know how to feel about how to feel about how I feel. This is not a expose. I hope I destroy. Yeah, it's not that. This is how people take abuse that they've went through, and however they cope with it. I say cope because nobody healed. However they cope with it, it cultivated whatever the fuck this is. And we need to break down why that happens, why people are so quiet when that happens, why people turn a blind eye when that happens. How does it make you feel? Abuse makes me feel this situation has made me feel less than, like I'm not talented, like I'm not funny, like I'm not, like maybe I need to do something else, figure out, because I had someone constantly saying, you ain't shit.
Yep.
You nothing. And I'm big dog and you shit. So it's like, okay, we're gonna break down what abuse is. It's to really break down raw emotions. It's not, if you want to go support whoever you support, I don't have no issue with anybody on no show. Keep supporting the show. Keep loving the people that you love. Keep having your faves. Now, one fave of yours, she did too much to me, so now she's on TikTok. You probably won't see her on Instagram. She did too much. The lying, the manipulating, the joining, and all the shit, and throwing God in there, as if God said to destroy people around you. Destroy the people around you. Absolutely not. We're not going to do that. So there's a lot of church abuse that stems this. And you don't know until you really start to you got to reflect, like, wait, this makes sense. Da, da, da. Sometimes you don't know you were being abused until months later. And that's why people say, why the you ain't leave? It's like, once I figured it out, now I'm mad, but I had to figure it out.
People always try to figure out a way to blame the victim. Like, why you didn't leave. The same reason why you didn't leave that job and your boss was kind of handling you crazy, or your coworkers was getting on your nerves every single day and you didn't leave. You stayed there for like 3-4 years. That's why. People have bills to pay. People have families to feed. People have careers to build. And once you're in entertainment and you're a part of a platform that's large, it's usually very easy for you to get to the next step and get to what's next. But when you're a part of a situation and all they're doing is spitting lies on your name and spitting venom on your name and trying to belittle you and take you down, that's crap. That's crap. Like, that's bull crap to me. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right. But we about to make it fair. We about to make it right.
Now, this is just two snippets of what Randi Rosario's panelist has to say, but I understood where he was coming from, but some stuff kind of was like, are you blaming them? Like, the women were the problem? Like, it's their fault? Now, I understand that women can typically come from an emotional standpoint, and men can sometimes take emotion out of it and speak more logical. Like, I'm aware of that, generally speaking, but like, am I tripping? Check this out. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to include the link for this.
Y'all was pedestalizing the Derrick Jackson dude. Y'all was pedestalizing, I guess, the Ace Metaphor dude. I don't really know him, so I've never spoken on him. I salute him for being able to be a great businessman and create a product that ultimately filled a void in the marketplace and added value and all of that. And eventually now, I guess it's all coming down. If he do things right and he make adjustments and he learns from his mistakes and he start to take care of things from a business perspective, I think he'll probably be fine. And let me preface this also by saying that not only do I not know him personally and I don't necessarily watch the platform, I am familiar with the product like everybody else in a general sense. I've never been to a show. I am choosing to distance myself from this conversation more because I'm cool with somebody that was on the show, and y'all all know that Randi Rosario is my girl. So outside of that, I just want to look at it objectively and just talk about the optics, right? I want to talk about our vision for what we think makes sense and what we don't make sense. When women understand that men are all inherently built the same as far as our mentality, our attraction, the things that we want, how we look at women, the whole 9 yards, I see people talking about, yeah, he was busting down the whole crew. I don't know if that's true or not, but if he was, what makes you think that he wasn't if he didn't have a level of dick discipline like I always talk about? Is he married? Then what y'all tripping about? Okay, wait. So he not married, he doing what he wanna do, and I guess y'all mad because y'all had this image of him based off of what he was selling y'all on the show so that he can sell tickets and be able to get to that bag. The part of this conversation that we got to explore is the money. Because from my perspective, most of the people on the show was with the show as long as the show was paying them and giving them visibility and making sure that they was getting to the money. You never seen all of this stuff come out and people complaining and going back and forth and the backbiting and all of that. I guess when the money was right. But when the money ain't right, when the money start turning funny and people ain't getting paid or whatever it is, they don't give a f about your plight. They don't want to hear no excuses. They gonna start speculating on how much money you was generating, what the revenue was, all of this stuff, and they don't care. Pay me my money. The first thing that you gotta do as a business owner, as a person that runs a company, is if you got people that you hired or you got a contract that you have to honor it regardless of what goes on. You cannot mess up the money, otherwise everything gonna go to shit. People gonna start coping, they gonna start talking, they gonna start speculating, they gonna start exposing. Everything is gonna go to shit. So honor your commitments, take care of your business, and be about your bag. The fastest way for him to make this whole thing go away is to give people what they think that they owed. You can't silence them by saying, oh man, you know what I'm saying, just be quiet, or hey, I apologize, or making phone calls. And I will applaud him on one front, is that him staying quiet and not getting messy and getting out here and trying to defend himself, but just being quiet and just letting that roll. Time heals all wounds, and that, you know, something is gonna happen next week or the week after where people gonna spend a majority of their time talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,